Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, they said it would be explosive, and it was. Highlights from part one of the Beverly Hills reunion. Then we have that Midwestern mom. And now we're going to meet another Minnesota TikTok star, the Hot Dish Mom. And Netflix is bringing back a reality show OG. My review of The Mole. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the Jason Show. Hi, I'm Jace. What's Aaron giving him? I don't know. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Keep the love going. It's Kendall, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning to you,
Morning.
dear friend. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. We've got a great audience. I'm like, woo!
I know.
Hi.
We do. I dropped my pencil right away. Let me
What
get
are you
another
gonna
one.
do?
I don't know.
He
I
likes his fidgety pencil.
I do. A woman, I do a Q&A with the audience every day after the show, and a woman noticed, some people do, I've been asked about it a few times, she was, why do you always hold like a pencil? And
That's not even sharp.
it's not even sharp.
Yeah.
It is a nervous, not a nervous, I don't
No.
get nervous, but it's a little tick. It's
just a thing.
Yeah, it makes me, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's a fidget.
thing.
Thank you. It's a fidget. The youngins have fidget spinners. I have an undone pencil. You know?
Wasn't there a president who did something with like pins, like paper clips?
I
There was
don't
a
know.
president, I can't remember who, but said that they used to keep one in their pocket and they would mess with a paper clip all the time.
Oh.
It's some historical random note that I remember.
Yeah,
but-
no, I just always, whether, and even on the radio when it's not visual, I just have something or a piece of paper or yeah, anyway.
I touch my mug like a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thing.
We'll enjoy your beverage while we do the show.
Thank you. It's
There we go.
nice lukewarm water. Thank you.
I went to a movie last night. I went to a screening and a little advanced screening. I'll tell you a little bit about it later. And it was for Halloween Ends. And the show has been on, this show's been on 8 years,
Yep.
8 seasons. And I think I've said this maybe 10 times, but I'm going to say it again because now situations are different. And I know that you, John Q. Public, and Melissa G. Public will be with me. And that is, movie theaters are in a precarious position right now. We barely want to go. You know, every industry expert you talk to, people say, oh, movie theaters are never going to return to what they were pre-pandemic, and that might be the case. That makes me sad. You know me, I'm an advocate for movie theaters. But here's the deal, and this is where the audience I know will be with me. If theater companies, and I mean this, I'm sarcastic a lot, but I really do mean this. I'm sitting in the movie last night, and Phil Jones, my buddy, who I always refer, he was in the movie last night, and he can back me up. I'm not overplaying this to make my point. There were several people in the audience that quite literally talked the entire movie. And I do mean the entire movie. And here's my thought. Alamo Drafthouse, that theater chain, they have a strict rule. They do not mess around. If you are talking, you get one warning and then you're removed. If AMC Theaters and Marcus Theaters and Cineplex Odeon and Showplace Icon, if all of these theater companies want to entice us to come back when we can duplicate much of the experience in our basement, if they want us to spend $47 and sit in their movie theater seats to watch a movie that now we can watch at home, you better make the experience good. You better concentrate on the experience. And that starts with reallocating the staff that you have, because now you don't even have box office people. So don't tell me spare me the staffing issue thing, because there are no box office people anymore. You do it on a computer.
Right.
And then there are no concession people. You pre-order at a R2D2, and then the damn popcorn comes out.
Beep, beep, beep.
Take the people that you have there and make them patrol the auditoriums. Make them walk up and down to make sure that the rude people that ruin it for everybody else are not talking. It's we gotta go, but you know why it's the most ridiculous? It's solvable. It's absolutely solvable.
Right.
You can have people come in and just monitor, and if someone's talking, you give them one warning, and then the next, they're out.
Right.
They're out. They're rules. I mean, people are paying babysitters, and popcorn's like what, $80? I mean, it's expensive.
Right.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
cell
done.
phones.
I'm done.
It's true, though. It's true.
Yeah.
That and like the cell phone glow, I hate that. I'm like, get off your phone.
Yes, it's
for
just
2 hours.
And if you can't get off your phone for 2 hours, and I'm a guy addicted to my phone, get the hell out. Just get out of the auditorium and check your Grindr profile, not in the theater. Yes.
I'm sorry. Why was that the example we used?
I don't know.
I mean,
Because Phil's in the audience. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it. I almost
took out
Kendall with my flying.
reflexes.
I gotta calm down here. Anyway, it was thank you. I'm sorry, Kendall. You're all right? You're
Ninja
good?
reflexes.
Okay. Yeah. It was the night we've all been waiting for. Part 1 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion aired last night. Now here, again, I always say this. I don't want to leave people out if they don't watch the show. The clip we're getting ready to show you, you'll remember me telling you about Garcelle, whose son was viciously attacked online.
Yes.
Racist BS. It's awful. Well, Garcelle, his mom, has a feeling it was all started by a member of the cast. Look.
Diana, there are a lot of people right now accusing you of being behind the bots that went after Garcelle's 14-year-old. Garcelle, was there a point where you thought she was behind it?
Yeah, I did. If I'm going to be honest, I did think she was behind it. Absolutely.
I don't know how evil I must appear that you would even consider the fact that I would do that to Jax.
Diana also sent
So,
me.
Garcelle,
I'm talking. Can I finish, please?
Yes, you can finish, Garcelle. She went on, and you know what? I debated whether or not, I mean, you can see it in the reunion. I was debating whether or not I was going to read you one of the texts that they showed that was sent to that young man. I'm not going to do it because it's so grotesque. It's so disgusting. And I don't know who it's coming from, but if a member of her own cast, and I didn't even know, I didn't even know you could pay for bots. I thought they just came out of like a cave in like Russia or something.
It is a good question. Like, who controls these
But
things?
people can buy bots, I guess. Well, Garcelle is investigating. She's hired an investigator
Good for her.
to find out who launched these bots after a child. It's a stupid show. Don't take it that seriously. It's a ridiculous show for our entertainment. Don't use it as a reason to go after a teenager, for heaven's sake.
Well, and good for her. Like, take some legal action.
Yeah. Garcelle, if you're watching, I've met her several times. I've said it before. I love her. She's the real deal. And please don't leave the show. Please, please. I know it's rough. Please don't leave. We need you. Next in the dish, producer Ted's TiVo. Do people use TiVo anymore? Anyway, yeah. Only Ted. That's why he wrote this. Ted's TiVo, boop, 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 is going to be, thank you, Phil, is going to be very full this holiday season. Listen up. HGTV has announced plans to get into the Christmas movie business too. Don't you dare clap for that, Kendall. The network will debut 2 movies this winter starring familiar faces from the network. Hillary from Love It or List It will star in Designing Christmas. And then Ben and Aaron from Hometown will appear in a movie called A Christmas Open House. This comes as the Food Network already announced plans to debut Christmas movies of their own. The movies will debut on Discovery Plus on November 7th. And we just found out CNN will also be getting into
Wolf Blitzer. Barely we go.
Anderson Cooper starring in A Vanderbilt Christmas. That's
Oh
right.
my God, that'd be great. A mansion?
Because you do get that reference, right?
Yes, I do. That's why I said that'd be great. Because
Ow!
the mansion.
Don't hit me,
His
God!
mother. Yeah, no, I know. God.
Yeah, anyway.
I know the thing.
But seriously, we don't need any more networks getting.
Yes,
have a,
we
no,
do.
No. We already know. No.
All of them. We should do a Christmas movie.
No. What?
We should do a Christmas movie.
Audience. There are days we can't even do this show. Let's be clear. There are days
busy.
we barely. We had to replace you for 4 days
I know.
this past week.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you know.
I was busy. I was doing fun things. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm glad you did.
Thank you.
Next on the dish, we now know when the final Daily Show with Trevor Noah will air, and it's coming faster than we kind of thought. While James Corden is staring on at the Late Show until May, Trevor's final show will be December 8th. The news of Trevor's departure was really a surprise to folks that watch the industry. I think his bosses were surprised, including the big boss at Paramount. They were really surprised. The Daily Show will return in January, but Comedy Central says additional details will be forthcoming, which means Paramount doesn't have a plan.
Nope.
They have no idea.
They're panicking.
No. My prediction, I just read this article in I think the Washington, it doesn't matter, one of the big papers talking about the future of late night.
Yeah.
Their feeling is, and I believe them, this is the canary in the coal mine, the death knell ringeth. I do not think they're going to replace the Daily Show like it is on Comedy Central, and I do not believe CBS will replace James Corden on the Late Late Show. So
It's true.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. We had a little Captain Tennille dance party here in the studio in the commercial break. I love it. Eric, can we get a shot of the fashionable lady? Look how she fashioned up the Jason Show merch. Look at her layer that
Look
up.
at
Look at that. Aaron, do me a favor. Go up into Mim's office, grab her purse, and give that woman a 50. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Welcome back. Jessica Chastain was on with Jimmy Kimmel last night, and that, my dear friends, is our late night rewind.
I would get a pillowcase. My mom was she was like the Halloween expert and the trick-or-treat expert. We would use pillowcases because we would go out for hours. And so, yeah, I probably had a lot to eat at that point.
because you can hold a lot. That's why in prison they'll fill them with batteries and they'll beat each other to death with them.
And you fight each other because people try to take your candy.
Yeah.
But then we'd get home and my mom had a trick so we wouldn't eat it all. She taught us at a very, very young age to play poker with it. And she would take it all from us.
So she would. So the candy would be the money.
Exactly. So like, I don't know, like a Reese's Pieces, those little cups, that might be, peanut butter cup might be like a 5-cent piece. A package of M&Ms, that's $1.
Really?
Yeah.
I would put Reese's above
But the little tiny ones.
Oh,
the little
just the
gold
little
ones.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
What about like Smarties? So you just throw those on the ground?
Yeah, those exactly. Each one's like a penny.
So there's a whole ranking, and
yeah.
you decided amongst yourselves what each thing was worth.
And it was so smart of her because we thought we were so cool. We were really grown up to play poker. And then at the end of the night, you realize we don't have any candy left.
It's
We're going to get to Dax, but I've worked with the staff for a while, but every day you learn new things. And while that clip was running, I just learned something about producer Ted. Ted gets to pick those late night clips. I don't really, whatever he wants to do there. And I just learned, and there were a lot of great guests last night on late night, and I just discovered why. If Jessica Chastain is on anything, it's going to pop up here on our show, and I just discovered why.
Why?
Ted has a crush on her.
That's
right, yes.
It's love. I mean, she's beautiful.
She
Why
is
not?
beautiful, but So
And
if
funny.
you notice an inordinate amount of Jessica Chastain clips on our show, that is what's up. Yeah.
This is also our pitch to get her on the show.
Exactly.
anytime.
Jessica, if you're watching, please come here. Our hot dish now continues with our insider to the stars. I have a crush on him. It's Dax Holt, everybody.
Aw, thanks, Jason. Hi, guys.
Hi, buddy. Have you ever met Jessica Chastain?
I have not. No, I have not.
Okay.
I know. Sorry, Jason. Sorry, Ted.
Buddy, you had the most, you had the host of the Fluently Forward podcast. Try saying that 5 times. Tell us about her.
Yeah, we had Shannon McNamara on. Fluently Forward is a really big podcast. It's a lot of like blind items. She'll focus on some conspiracy theories, all celebrity related stuff. But it's a big entertainment news podcast. So we had her to come join ours. And it was a really fun conversation. I like having, because our podcast is not a blind item podcast. And for people who don't know what blind items are, they are tidbits about celebrities out there without revealing their names. So they could be super juicy, they could be scandalous, they could be whatever, but you talk about them without revealing the celeb name. That is not our podcast, but we do like having people on our podcast to talk about them. So we said, you know what, Shannon, come on over and bring your favorite, craziest, wildest blind items of all time and let us guess who the celebs are, and then you reveal them on our podcast. So we had a lot of fun playing the game with her. One of my favorite blinds that she presented was, there's an A-list actor who likes to get down and dirty while wearing headphones.
Huh?
What? Okay, so wait. Let me mirror this back. So there's an A-list, not a B, not a C, an A-list actor who likes to bump uglies while wearing headphones.
Yep. So that was one of them. She does reveal who that is on the podcast.
She does?
Which I know you'll have to listen to. And then the other one was, there is a A-list movie star who likes to invite friends over to play a dirty game of hide and go seek. At their mansion.
Phil, do me a favor. Go forget the show. Go listen to Dak's podcast so we can figure out who it is by the end of the show. Yeah.
So this was just like basically a little tip about what she brought to the podcast. And obviously we'd play the game, we would guess, and then she would eventually tell us who the blind item was actually about. But we had so much fun talking about this. And then we just had it about do celebrities these days, because blind items have become so popular with sites like Dumois and Crazy Days and Nights, if celebs are actually submitting blind items about themselves so that there is coverage or people talking about them. And she said absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks, you guys as well.
Find the Hollywood Raw podcast wherever you get your podcasts. I've done fun little blind items on here before.
Like?
Well, the most famous one is when I first, which one am I going to tell?
I don't know which one.
When I was starting out, I was a very young producer.
Oh, I know this one.
I was not making a lot of money at all.
Mm-hmm.
I used the Chris Rock line. I could barely pay my phone bill, like to the point where I could get calls, but I couldn't receive calls. My car was impounded, never picked it up. That's where I was. Anyway, I worked with a very well-known person who took me to Wendy's one day. And this person went to buy a Frosty and then asked me if I would like a Frosty, and I said yes. And then I dug in my pocket and I gave this person $1. They took the $1 and then looked at me and said, well, it's actually $1.04. And when we got back to work, made me give them the nickel and took the nickel from me. I will never reveal who it is, maybe to this audience in the commercial break, but no, I won't. But at that moment, I promised that if I ever got to a position where I made any money, and I heard my mom in my other ear, this is my other ear, my mother always in the car would go, don't be cheap. I don't want you to grow up to be cheap. My mom always said that to me, so I promised I would give back as I can. So.
And if you have guesses, you just write on into us and we'll let you know.
Next in the dish, it's been 7 years since Glee signed off the air, but the tension on the set continues. The show's over. That means it's time for the drama horn.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Well, apparently she did. We already knew that cast members had some behind-the-scenes issues, but things were so bad, Discovery Plus is working on a documentary.
Yes.
But let's not get too excited. Discovery Plus makes a documentary about everything, but yeah.
Hillsong documentary was pretty good.
I know, but that's like saying you're the tallest building in Hooterville. Anyway, according to Deadline, thank you, audience. According to Deadline, the 3-part docuseries will investigate what happened on the set of Glee. It promises to lift the curtain to reveal the highs and the big lows of the production. They will also have access to key cast and crew members. Among the lows, 3 of the cast members have since died. Corey Monteith, Mark Salling, and Naya Rivera, as well as numerous accusations of bullying from Leah Michele. And speaking of Leah, the reason we're doing this story right now, one of her co-stars from Glee, Chris Colfer, was asked this week if he would see Leah in Funny Girl on Broadway, and he said, quote, he'd rather be triggered at home.
Shade. It's cold.
I'm wearing a sweater and it's cold. Well, look, smoke, fire.
Right.
These rumors, even, they may not all be true, because there's this side, and the truth. And then there are feelings, and facts are not feelings. But even if 30% of this stuff about her is true, it's still bad.
Well, she's basically said it, too. She's like, I wasn't always the best leader.
That's some PR, that's some HR crap
And
right
like,
there.
nobody called you a leader, girl. People called you a bully. Those are 2 different things.
And other names.
Yes.
Next in the dish, as I mentioned at the top of the show, I went to the advanced screening of Hollywood Ends. Now, let me just say, I can't review it because there's what they call an embargo until 2 p.m. today, Central and Mountain. Thank you. But let's take a look at the trailer and I'll say something.
I was certain that I saw him watching me.
You pretend like you moved on, but you're actually just obsessed with death.
What are you gonna do when Michael comes back for you? Because he is coming.
But this time, something feels different. He's more dangerous.
Okay, so you all know me. I would rather step on my lips than cause any type of drama.
No drama.
I do not like to rock the boat at all.
No.
Right, audience? I do not.
No.
Kendall, do you have any yes or no questions about this movie?
Yeah, I mean, did you like Top Gun Maverick?
I did like Top Gun Maverick.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, I hear that it's scary. Is it scary, Top Gun Maverick?
I was scared during Top Gun Maverick.
The whole time?
Not the whole time, but Top Gun Maverick had some very scary moments.
In Top Gun Maverick, does one of the main characters finally kick the bucket, maybe?
It's time to meet our next JVIP of the week.
Should I see Top Gun Maverick?
Today it's Peg Johnson. I love Universal. I'm not going to make them mad. Today it's Peg Johnson from Woodbury. Hi, Peg. Peg loves my ability to be real and say it like it is. She says she's in her 7th decade and really likes people really likes to be around people who are truly comfortable with themselves. Peg gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize that includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. My dear friends, we have such a good show ahead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. The dish is done. The fun isn't. Coming up next.
What do you mean I never told you that?
She's racking up millions of views on TikTok. Meet the Hot Dish Mom. And it was one of the first reality competition shows ever. Can Netflix resurrect The Mole? That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Our next guest has millions of viewers on TikTok thanks to her title as the Hot Dish Mom. Take a look.
We got Katie saved the date for her wedding today in the mail. I'm gonna put it on the fridge so we can look at it every day. Steven, look, Katie's wedding present came in the mail today. I can't believe it's coming up in just a few short weeks. Hey, do you think you could sign Katie's card real quick for her wedding? That's next week. Okay, Steven, are you ready to go? We have Katie's wedding tonight. What do you mean I never told you that?
Give it up for Lakin Samus, everybody, the Hot Dish Mom. I gotta tell you, I am in awe. You know, I'm older, way older, and I am so happy that, you know, TikTok, you don't need to go through a network. You don't need to go through a channel. You can put yourself out there and your talent and rack up 3 million likes on TikTok. I mean, that's pretty darn good. How did it start? Because you have a podcast, The Hot Dish Mom. Is that where this whole thing started, The Hot Dish Mom?
Yes. Yep. So we have a podcast, and it's me and 2 other girls, and we talk about mom things, but they also don't have kids, so we talk about girl things too. So it's just kind of like a little hangout session. And then I realized when I was looking at Instagram, I'm like, God, there's not a lot of like realistic moms out there. It's all like the Instagram like for shows. I'm like, I want to like watch someone that makes me feel better about myself, not worse about myself.
Is there something, we were talking about this with, we had the Minnesota meme guy on who takes Minnesota quirks and stuff and turns it into meme form. Is there something about being a Midwest, or we're the North, I don't like the term the Midwest, but the North, is there something very unique about being a mom in Minnesota?
I think so. I think it's a lot more laid back in a good way, and just, I think so.
And it's a bounty of material.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long does it take you? It always fascinates me because, I mean, you know, this show, it's multi-layered and it takes how long does it take you to do, like, how long does it take you to do one? And, I mean, do you post daily?
Yeah, we try to post daily.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
How long does it usually take to do one?
Honestly, like, 5-10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Once we have the idea, I'm like, let's go do it.
And see, I'm so envious. And you're also part of the You Betcha Radio podcast. What's that?
Oh, okay. So I work under you guys know Oh You Betcha, the Bush Light guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kendall, yes.
Okay, that's my boss. So he created this media company and decided, hey, we need more faces and we need someone to represent the moms of the Midwest, and I think you're good for it, so I'm going to do it.
What is I don't have kids, and but what is the thing that drives you and you will? That's why I'm getting the vibe. What's the thing that just drives you the most crazy about kids?
Probably how often they change their mind on things. One of the most viral videos we did was I bought fruit snacks in bulk because they were his favorite fruit snacks, and he just had to eat them all the time. And then after you go and buy them at Costco, all of a sudden, like, no, mommy, I don't like those anymore.
And you're stuck with 75 bags of the
exactly.
things. Let's go through, Leo. I don't know if we already showed one, but let's go through. This is, what is this one? Non-child-proof places.
Yeah.
What's I mean, obviously the gist is like cabinets and such?
Yeah. So it's like you go to your friend's house that don't have kids, and like it's just like a nightmare when you bring your kids there because you can't even sit down and relax.
No, because you're worried about them getting into the counters. Or if they have knickknacks or glass.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's see, Leo, let's put up the next one here. Blah. That's it? That's the last one? Okay, well, there we go.
There's a lot more on our page, though. You should check it out.
There's always a moment whenever we have, like, the Midwestern Mom or we have TikTok folks on, there's always a moment where you go and you look and you're like, holy crap, that went viral, or that term is so overused. Was there a moment or a video that you noticed kind of took you off?
Yeah, it was a really short, quick video inside a Target, and I picked up a shirt.
I love that it was inside a Target.
Yeah, it was in Target, my favorite place in the world, and I said $25 for a shirt? No, that's too much for me, and then I picked up a child's onesie. I was like, $25? Sold.
Have they remodeled your Target?
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
Yep.
Driving me crazy.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy. Stop redoing our Targets.
Okay, I agree with that.
Because I like, right?
Yes.
I can't find anything.
It's frustrating.
Please do a video on
Okay, I
do
will.
a TikTok. I can't. The Ulta Beauty now is like the size of the store.
Yeah.
Which for you is great. For me, not so much. But yeah. Anyway.
For me, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Please come back and see us.
I will.
Thank you so much. Follow her on the socials. Search Hot Dish Mom on TikTok and on Instagram. And like we said, all the videos you just saw, all the TikToks, you can see them right now. Go follow. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment, everyone. Thank you so much. Quick and easy. Coming up a little bit later, don't turn the dial. If you like our best things ever, and I have a product, I'm just going to say my latest best thing ever is a product that even got executive producer Jeff to smile. Seriously, with amazement.
Wow.
That's right.
10 points.
He's right over there. He loves me. It's been more than 21 years. This is because of him, too. He kept telling me to watch it. It's been more than 21 years since most of us were first introduced to Anderson Cooper on a new primetime reality show on ABC. In today's Thursday Throwback, see if you remember this.
10 strangers playing for up to $1 million. Among them, a saboteur, a traitor, the mole.
That's right. That's part of the opening credits of The Mole, which premiered in January 2001 on ABC, featuring 10 people trying to win money while one of them is secretly plotting against the rest. The original ran for 5 seasons, ending in 2008. Well, The Mole is back, and this time it's on Netflix. It premiered last weekend. There's a lot coming out, so you may have missed it. Let's look at it, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
12 strangers will compete together with a common goal.
Oh yes, I'm here for the money.
Complete missions, get paid.
I came to be Tom Cruise. I'm trying to complete every mission impossible.
But there's one player with a secret mission.
The person you least suspect is the person you should suspect the most.
That's right. The Mole is back. I got a chance to watch some of the first 5 episodes that have been released. They're releasing like a bunch and then another bunch. I say this several times a year. Executive producer Jeff was right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This couple days he kept going, and then baby Bjorn, producer Bjorn, was watching, and then he posted about it. Addie's watching it. I trust Addie's taste more than most people's. And I was like, okay, if Addie, Jeff, and BB are watching it, we should probably watch it. I am hooked. It is.
Really?
And this is not my cup of tea.
No.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't like I don't watch Amazing Race. I don't really like those. This, for whatever reason, hooked me within 30 minutes of the first episode. Actually, 20 minutes of the first episode.
Is it really similar to the original, or is it changed up quite a bit?
It is. Now it's host Alex Wagner, who I really like, and the contestants are captivating. Now, like you all will, I already have my guess of who the mole is. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you who it is. She just appeared. But anyway, I have a guess who the mole is. And now here's what I'm going to advise you. Do not put the words "the mole" into your Google, because your algorithm will pop up spoilers and it'll ruin it for you. Yeah, just a little word of advice. But 2 episodes in, like tonight, I can't wait to get home and watch. That's a good sign for me.
Right. I didn't watch the original, But does it work like they have 10 episodes and it's all the same people and people are whittled down until you eventually get to the final one?
So they have missions. Like this first one is a mission to find like one person. The goal to get the boxes in a tree, so you go up high. Another group is underwater, an underwater mission, and the other one is underground, and they're divided up. And then they take an aerial view, and you can see how far off track the groups are. And the one group in the first episode is like basically in Gary, Indiana. I mean, like, compared to where the treasure is. And then they get a clue and it advances. And then you start to also realize who's going to irritate the blank out of you.
Right.
There's one guy in particular. Once you watch it, you'll know what guy irritates me.
Okay, so it's
There's
like
one.
It's like Amazing Race meets. Is it kind of any of those like people that have love connections at all?
I don't know if
totally,
there's going to be nookie in this. I think it's just competition. I don't think there's
totally
any.
Like Survivor.
It's not
style.
like Bachelor in Paradise. No, I think it's just it's flat out competition.
I like those shows. I mean,
well produced. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies. Well produced, good budget, not cheap looking. It's a nice production. So I'm hooked. 5 episodes are streaming now, and more. Oh, really? Tomorrow? Oh, okay. More will be released tomorrow on Netflix. That best thing ever I told you about when we return. Back in a moment. Yeah.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
The little things that make me happy. So, it's the little things that make me happy. This is one of those, no, whatever, Phil. I'm excited for the segment because I think you're really going to like it, and I like sharing stuff like this. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Jason loves stain removal. It's a weird quirk. I like vacuuming to see the lines. I got it from my mom. And Mom, by the way, come back to the TV because you're going to love this one. I'm a little obsessed by it to the point where I go online and I look for products and lists and I try this stuff to tell you what's real and not. And here we are. Stain removal is the goal in my latest best thing ever, everyone. That's right. So a little more back. I have 2 dogs that Mr. Big went through a couple months where he liked to piddle, like in the side of the closet. Well, and this helped with this, okay? My latest pick is something that removes stains from carpets or area rugs, even if the stains are old. Here it is. The Bissell Stomp and Go Pet Stain Lifting Pads. They're designed to remove tough pet stains, but also work on wine, mud, grease, even blood. Hashtag Dexter. Anyway, basically all you do is put the pad wet side down on the stain and then take out your frustration by stomping on the stain. It releases stain-fighting ingredients, including Oxy. Leave it up for 30 minutes or up to 24 hours, and after that, if all goes well, that stain should be gone, okay? Now, I have tried it at home. I tried to record it at home, but I have like cream-colored carpet, and on the camera, it didn't look as amazing as it was in person because I'm not joking. No Jason here. It removed every one of our old stains from Mr. Big.
The old stains are big, too.
Every single one of them. So I thought, hey, I think we have a stain here on the Jason Show. I wanted to demonstrate the pad, so I decided to take on a stain on one of the rugs in our Jason Show studio. Watch this. Okay, so here they are. Bissell Stomp and Go Pet Stain Lifting Pad for carpets and area rugs. Now, I use this for not just pet stains. Exhibit A, a long-term stain on a Jason Show rug, okay?
How'd that get there?
We had a goat pee on it. Anyway, so this is it. You rip open the pad. This is so easy. Look at this. Rip open the pad. You pull the pad out. Oh, it's very drippy. Oh. Look at that. And then there's an obvious wet side, okay? You put that down. Follow me here, Jeff. You put that down right there on the stain. and then you just stomp on it, okay? Stomp on it hard. Get that juice in there. I can't believe I just used the word juice.
Drink your juice.
Drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice. Okay, stomp on it, okay? And now you leave this for 30 to 40 minutes, okay? And we're gonna see how well it does. Okay, it's been 40 some minutes. We're gonna see how well that stain, this isn't trickery. I haven't seen this, so how well did the pad get rid of the stain? Jeff, pot down. Here we go. 3, I feel like it's the shuttle launch. 3, 2, oh.
That's gone.
That is amazing.
And
Look at that.
We've had these cleaned.
We've had these cleaned. I mean, so let's see the before and after. Leo, put up the before and after. Look at that.
Wow.
Now look, you can tell the square, but that's because of foot traffic and stuff. So don't be like, oh, it bleached it. No, it's foot traffic around there. But that actual stain, look at that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And as I said before, even at home, Mr. Big had piddled, and we found it probably a couple months later, gone.
So it doesn't remove color, though. I mean, that is a huge thing. Like, I have a lot of rugs that have multiple colors. Like, from your experience.
Do a color test. Do a color test, as they always say in the package.
Do a color test, everyone.
Do it like in the corner that you don't care.
Yeah.
But I haven't had an experience. We did it on a blue section too over there, and it was fine. But I'm not joking. And then I got obsessed. I bought a box. And I started walking around our house, putting them everywhere. And Colin's like, where's the divorce lawyer? Like, seriously, can we settle down, Jason?
Little OCD over here.
And the smell too, it removes the smell too.
Okay.
It does.
That's a big one for pets.
It's a huge thing for pets. So
they like to smell it again and then mark again.
That's right. I love it. So you can find the pads on Amazon, Walmart.com, or my mother's favorite website of all time, Chewy.com. That's right. Half of my mom's boxes are Chewy.com. The Bissell Stomp and Go Pet Stain Lifting Pads are my latest best thing ever. Now, I'm going to have one soon. I'm trying those Bethany Frankel cooling eye pads. Jeff did too. We're going to see if we look. I'm 48. I'm hoping to look 47 after the iPads. We'll see it next week.
1 year, people.
1 year. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Just 1 year. It takes off. Welcome back. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Charlie Puth is celebrating Halloween with Sesame Street. The singer is part of the Sesame Street Howl.
You can do it.
Halloween. Look.
It's Halloween. We want to dress up with you. Woof, 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 woof. Trick or treat.
Oh, treat, please.
I love him. Charlie dressed as an Oreo cookie to sing Halloween. You can catch the whole thing on YouTube. What's in the surprise goodbye? You'll find out when we come back. Back in a moment. Jeff loves it. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know we don't know what's in this until I read it right now. A teenager learns the hard way not to chew on a dog's squeaky toy. Watch this.
Dan, are you okay? I didn't even think
13-year-old Jonathan Serrano accidentally swallowed the whistle from his dog's toy. His mom says he was chewing on the toy as a joke, and she jokingly made a slapping gesture. He ducked, but accidentally swallowed the plastic squeaker. Doctors were able to remove the squeaker using a scope.
Can you imagine? I didn't even think about videoing him or nothing. He's like, video.
It must not have mean,
I can't. Oh God, that is the best.
We should try that. And
No!
then film it.
What?
We should have Ted do it.
Tomorrow on the show, Stephanie Hansen will join us for Croctober. That's gonna do it for us. If you're a kid watching and you're being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.